You didn't arrive here by accident, my friend. This is a recalibration for you, a moment where the unseen currents call your name through time and memory. And I want you to empty your mental cup for this message today and try to really listen to it with your heart so you can experience some deeper guidance as you're listening to this and watching today's painting. As I'm sharing today a painting called Into the Heart, which symbolizes the process of going or diving deeper into your heart's intelligence so you can actually use your brain for actualizing what you experience intuitively rather than just reacting to life, which is a very deep transformation. So, my friend, I want to remind you that you're remembering something deep. And even if you feel like, I don't, you might feel my life is very tough right now. Those are just thoughts that you're experiencing as you're still reacting to life out of stress, out of all these stress responses in your body. But the fact that you're here listening to this tells me that there's something deeper that is also awakening inside of you. And those are some ancient memories that are telling you that you've been designed for something more. You're not here to avoid any darkness. You're here to recognize their wisdom and walk anyway, not away, but through. So, to those of you who are maybe having some darker days or who are in a phase of your life where you're truly searching for a bigger meaning, and I know so many of you are out there that are going through something like that right now, I know that you want to avoid it or maybe walk away from it, not willing to face with it, but only when you will walk through it, you will awaken from it. Know that the shift has already occurred. When I say the shift, what do I mean by that? Well, the frequency inside of you is not rising. It has risen. Now you're dealing with the consequences of it, which is old beliefs are failing you, falling away. Old identity is falling apart. And you're like an onion that is, maybe pulling off all the layers that has been covering your true self. And the true self is not defined. It's like a spark that is finding ways to be expressed. And many of you are looking for the ways to express it. So it sounds maybe strange because it's hard to put it into words. And it also feels strange because you want to express it, but you can't find words to express it. So you kind of need to play with it, right? And you need to allow yourself to find ways to express it, which feels like a call for something new. And maybe partially you may also feel strange about it because you feel a sense of pressure, but you don't know why. And this pressure is a call from within that is actually urging you to express something that you're becoming more familiar with, and it's a challenge of itself. Yeah, it's a challenge of itself. So, my friend, the frequency is already here. You've been told that you need to chase the light, right? In some spiritual teachings, maybe you've heard, you need to chase the light, or you need to become more positive, or you need to raise yourself higher. But the truth is, you are made of it. How can you be more positive if you're made out of a force that made everything? So it's not the point to become more positive, it's the point to actually become aware of what you're made of. And it means that you actually connect once again with the life, with what surrounds you, with people around you, with things that are around you, and you recognize you're not disconnected from it. So when there's something you don't like, remove it or resolve it. And when there's something you like, do more of it. When there's something that is maybe making you feel stuck, yeah, put it away. And when there's something that makes you feel more alive, do more of it. When there's a person that you maybe don't like, well, find a way how you can function with that person. But never limit yourself. You're a free human being with a free will. You can do a lot, my friend. You can do a lot. It's not about bypassing any negativity or any pain. It's about understanding the pain. Understanding, the pain that you feel, it's kind of a memory of your past timeline, of something you've been through. But you're not feeling it anymore. You still feel it because it's still inside of you, and more you feel it, more it will make sense to you. But at the same time, you should not feel it all the time, because then you get consumed by it. So you need to find balance in your life where you consciously decide, okay, this is the time I'm willing to dive into what I feel. But then you also detach from it and you focus on something that puts you into a more pleasant state of being, right? It's same as working out. We work out, we push weights, for example, but we don't push weights all day long, right? So while you are staying in the pain all day long, it's not supposed to be like that. Of course, feeling is healing, but feeling all the time is destructive. Whatever feelings, to just be in it all the time is destructive. So it's about understanding. And in this moment, you feel something. As you're listening to me right now, you feel something. Notice that there is this stillness under what you feel. And the stillness is clarity. When you stop trying to figure something out, when you stop trying anything, when you stop trying even to speak, you just notice it. You see, the clarity doesn't speak in words, but in certainty. You notice that there is a sense of certainty beneath all of that. You're not manifesting something out there. You're returning to the agreement you made before form took shape, before you came here. There was some kind of agreement. And it doesn't mean there is no free will or you can manifest anything you want. You actually have desires that are coming from the place from which you've already designed some kind of a mission for you right now. That's why you shouldn't ignore your heartfelt desires. Those are not mental desires that come from seeing someone else having something you think you want. Those are your inner desires. When we wake up and we say, oh, I want to be an artist. I want to be a writer. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to lead a life of some kind of meaning. Those are the things we need to pay attention to, because this is the real returning. You see, the frequency is not becoming, it is. When we stay in becoming, we think we need to, keep becoming more and more and more forever, but we never truly become it. When we recognize we already are, not mentally, but just becoming present. It's just impossible to put it into words. Maybe the best way to explain it is the moment when you've heard your favorite song And in that moment, you were not thinking what you need to do. You just started dancing or moving, or your heart started beating and your brain was filled with dopamine and you became focused, and oxytocin started flowing through the veins of your body, and suddenly you felt positive, you felt great, you felt awesome. This is what it means to be, right? And if you're not in a state of this kind of being, it means you're in a state of thinking and feeling something from the past. Kind of a, constant contemplation over what happened in the past. So when you choose to be still, and I'm making this, messages for you to just pull you back. I know all day long you don't spend there. I don't spend there either. Like, I'm living my life and doing many different things, but then I have moments when it's like a very special practice for me, where I pull myself back into a complete present moment, where I don't think and I don't feel something from the past. I become. And that's when I experience connection with spirit that is called inspiration, right? I tap in spirit and spirit guides me. I get inspired to do something today. So all this work is meant to give you goals for the future, so you can create a life of direction that gives you true meaning. So it's not to distract you from life, it's to redirect you in life so we can create a higher meaning for you. So when you will look back, you will say, oh, I've created something, I've built something, I've walked an incredibly fun and interesting and chaotic and challenging path, and I'm proud of that. This is the meaning of this work, and that's the reason why I'm doing this and sharing this with you. Not to pull you away from something painful, but to remind you that there's purpose in pain. And if you find the direction, some kind of a goal that you will walk towards and that will give you a sense of meaning to accomplish it, you will see that that pain that you feel had a purpose. It had a purpose. It taught you something. And the lesson that you've learned will make this path easier. And then as you accomplish these goals, you will experience more drive and focus. And it's actually accomplishing it that gives you more energy. And, well, it's a great work. So, my friend, that's what it means to walk with the unknown. So what if, this fear that you feel, or not knowing what to do that you feel, is some kind of invitation for you? Because I see so many of you sometimes write, and I'm saying this in compassion towards you. Sometimes you write, I'm lost. Sometimes you write, I don't know what to do. Sometimes you write, I'm completely stuck right now. I see you, my friend, and I feel you. But at the same time, I'm saying to you, you need some goals for your life. Doesn't matter how tired you are. You're maybe tired because you've been following wrong goals, or you've been not following any goals at all. Doesn't matter how young or old you are. Well, there are so many studies out there that say that happiest people are not those who have the wealthiest lives, but those who have a sense of meaning that comes out of doing something that's meaningful to them. And actually, people who are the most suicidal are not people who live broke lives or people who live some very destructive lives. The most suicidal people are people who feel that their lives are completely meaningless, that they have no purpose, no sense of belonging. And from where a sense of belonging is coming from? Well, from doing something meaningful once again. Doesn't matter what it is. It may be planting garden. It may be helping strangers. It may be a part of the community and doing something kind. It may be doing some kind of content that is an expression of your truth. Doesn't truly matter. The point is that you find a way where you can express what means something to you. And to find it is an exploration of itself, but it's very easy to find it. Just ask yourself what's interesting to you. And if you can't find out, well, shut off your phone, shut off your computer, go out for a walk, or even better, go for a run with an intention. At the end of this walk, at the end of this run, I will be sure what I want to do with my life. And then don't stop until you find it out. And I'm sure you will come back home with an answer. Those who are not willing to do that, well, you are willing to stay there, right? And the interesting fact about us humans is that we get addicted to our own emotions. Even though we feel what we don't want, we kind of want to stay there because it's familiar. We're afraid to change because it will take effort, but that effort is productive and it will actually free us and give us more energy and happiness. So we kind of need to replace being stuck for moving ourselves and intentionally start exploring what we want to do, what would be really good for us. So the point is that you stop waiting for some kind of a miracle. Your miracle is waiting for you to stop doubting yourself and your path, your journey, your readiness. You see, there are timelines overlapping this one, which means versions of you already thriving, already celebrating. And it may sound strange because maybe you've heard that before, but a change never happened. Well, because maybe you haven't stayed consistent with some kind of a change, because eventually you've fallen back into the old behavior, just because the old behavior is the most familiar to you, so therefore it requires the least effort. A new behavior requires more effort, and you can only stay consistent with it if it gives you a greater reward than this one. So therefore you need to see why it matters to change, why it matters to do something new. And that's how you embody or take yourself into a new timeline where new things can happen to you. So tune in to the station of that new destiny of yours. How can you do it? Well, it's about acknowledging. It's about acknowledging, my friend, that there is more. And you know deep inside that there is more. So maybe your mind is asking, where is the proof? Like, where is the proof that I can have more, or that I can be more, or that I can experience more? But your soul will say, feel it. Yeah, feel it and go for it. And you will have a proof, right? Proof comes to those who are willing to create it, because you are the creator. Yeah, isn't it interesting fact? Well, if you go back into the past, when you were a little kid, you will notice that you made stuff out of nothing. You saw a broken branch on the floor, on the ground. You grab it and you played with it like it's an expensive toy, right? So you didn't need a proof for something. You used your imagination and you created something, and your body reflected that through chemistry. You've experienced joy and curiosity and passion. Now it's the same, just that you've forgotten about this technology. Well, if you take it further, you can actually do so much out of nothing. Like, you can turn a dream into reality by sticking to something, and through imagination creating plans that you can turn into action and sticking to it until you create results, and it will create an incredible meaning. So that's how you start walking upward spiral with your life. You set a vision, you decide that from now on you will not stop, doesn't matter how you feel. When it feels dark, you acknowledge what is maybe still unacknowledged, But you don't stay in these feelings forever. You take it as a practice. Like you go into the gym, you also go into some emotional gym, and you acknowledge something from the past, and then you let go, and you live in, you just start following these goals. You start moving upward spiral. And that's how you start remembering why you actually wanted that. So when you speak or when you think in this way, you will recognize that you don't have some kind of wishes for you anymore. You are just making things happen. And more you do it, more you recognize that it was always available to you. So many times I find myself, when I experience something like that, I'm like, why I needed so much time waiting on something? Because it was so much easier than I thought it will be. So, my friend, your next breakthrough is not knocking. It's not coming. It's already inside you, waiting for you to say to yourself, I am already that version of me that is winning, that version of me that is productive, creative, and inspired. And just find the energy of it, experience it, and live in it. So, my friend, this portal to your future, it's not somewhere in the future. It's already open. You've opened it because you've started thinking about it. And your body is already walking through it because you know it's possible. And more you're working on whatever means something to you, more you're bringing it into your life. So hold your posture like you're capable, like you're strong, like you're willing, like you are powerful. Smile as if the outcome is already here, because it is. It's not a delusion, it's resonance, right? When you tune the radio to the right station, you receive the song, you hear the song. When you tune yourself to the right frequency, you feel the presence of what's not here yet physically, but it's here in energy. And energy will motivate you, inspire you, so it can materialize. Actually, the universe uses you to materialize what you want to materialize. That's where you start collaborating with the forces of life, and you become like godlike in this dimension. So that's why it's not hoping, it's creating. And I'm here to inspire you to create whatever you want. Doesn't truly matter. The point is that you notice that you are the creator, that you are the one your future self was waiting on, and now you're here. So pause, breathe. It's already done. Let it be done through you. And if you found this message valuable, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because I'm doing daily updates and daily messages to inspire you and put you into the right frequency. If you've enjoyed in today's painting, you can go into AttractPassion.com, type in the search Into the Heart, and you can get prints of it, put them onto a wall somewhere where you can see it, so it can remind you of what we've been talking today about. By buying my work, you're also supporting this mission, so we can keep going, yeah. And well, for that, I love you, I appreciate you. And also join us on our Patreon community for more exclusive content, shorter teachings, and guided meditations. See you there as well. The link is in the description of this video. And till next time, one love.